Good morning, Norway, or the rest of the world. Yes. You see, back here we have the Model S loaner, and here's an update about Optimus Prime. So, Optimus Prime has been at the service center for 45 days now, and it's still not done. So, let me see. Let me recap here the history about the repair on Optimus Prime. First, I delivered it to the service center 45 days ago, and that was. Again, there was something wrong. There was like a noise from the undercarriage in the front. It was doing like some humming noise. Some people say it was ball bearing or ball joint or something. And I also had some other like weird stuff. The left scroll wheel on the steering wheel has popped in. That's common error. And what else was wrong with Optimus? Yeah, okay, I had some plastic pieces that fell off during the off-roading, right? So I thought, okay, I'm not sure if it's safe to drive around with that noise from the front undercarriage. So I delivered to the service center. They took it. That was on 5th of March this year. And I even remember when I delivered it, it was winter. Now it has been turned to spring here. Everything is green, you know, the birds are singing. So meanwhile, it was sitting at the service center for 2 weeks, and then they didn't touch it because they were too busy. And then they started looking at it, and then I got an email from Tesla saying that okay, this is going to be very expensive after your off-roading adventure. They found some damages. I think it was to the steering something, or I'm not sure. I don't even know what was wrong with it, but it could seem like, you know, that accident I had may have caused something, but we don't know yet. You know, it's too early to conclude anything yet. But he said that from Tesla that okay, we have to replace the front drive unit and steering set, I think, and some other smaller part. But the most important and expensive one was a drive unit and the steering set, and those two combined together was going to cost without labor, it would cost, actually I think including labor, it would be about 10,000 euros or dollars. I'm like, what? And another thing about the drive unit, because before I even thought about making off-road video, long time before Christmas last year, they already, I mean, the car been in and out of the service center, you know, from time to time, and they said they ordered a new front drive unit for Optimus, and I'm like, okay, well, it's because of that rattling noise when you, it's a bit noisy in it. Let's go inside the car instead. Yeah, even though you probably want to see the view here, but so, you know, they had some rattling from the front drive unit, right? Oh, it's a nice car. Oh, it's a nice car. It's a nice loaner. Let me see. Let me adjust something here. Okay, let me use the video shortcut there, and then adjust the fan a bit. Oh, nice. Yeah, now we just have to wait for the auto white balance. I think it will do its work. But sorry for that. Trying to just make a short unedited video here. Well, it'll be some editing because I'm gonna leave soon and have to do lots of stuff today. Okay, so you know, the drive unit, it's a very common problem that the front drive unit on Model X, because of the design of how it works, it will create, I mean, it will make these noises during acceleration, especially hard acceleration. And then if you lower the suspension, then it goes away, or it reduces, and then you put it in a very low, then it's supposed to go almost away. So it has something to do with how those, I don't know how it works down there, but and apparently my car also had it, right? But I talked to the service center before. That was a long time ago, last year. I asked them, okay, so you're gonna order yet another drive unit? So it was, they tried to get rid of that noise. And for me, it's no big deal as long as it doesn't, you know, it's just a noise. It doesn't break down or anything. Then that's fine, yeah, for me. But some people, I know, Tesla owners are like the most demanding customers ever, based on what I read on social media. So if there's like a small noise, or if there's like a misalignment, or if there's like a moisture in the tail light or something, which doesn't really matter, as long as the car behind you can see you, all that. But for them, they're like, oh shit, moisture in the tail light. It cannot have that. It's a very expensive car. I paid so much for it. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with that, but the point is that if it's not illegal to drive with it, if it's within the safety whatever, if it doesn't bother you, then just wait until they have a permanent fix. And the same thing is with the drive unit. As long as it's not unsafe, everything is working as you just have a little bit of rattling during acceleration. I told the service center, okay, you guys ordered the front drive unit, but I don't know, you don't have to replace it yet. I'm gonna wait for a permanent fix, hopefully. Or if it gets too bad, of course, if something is about to break, then yes. So that's the end of that chapter, right? And then I went off-roading, and then we had to rewind to about a month ago, and then they came with that idea that okay, I probably have to pay a lot for repairs for Optimus Prime because of apparently the damages caused by off-roading. And of course, off-roading, that thing is not covered under warranty. So yes, I am fully aware of that before you haters start punching the comment line and comment section here. I knew I was I was going into. It was at my own risk. But I didn't agree that they were going to replace the front drive unit based on my my off-roading adventure, because they already ordered the front drive unit long time before, So okay, enough about that. And then they were like, okay, but then they apparently started working on the car. Like, oh, great, yes. So that was after about 2-3 weeks at the service center, right? So that was, from now, it's like three weeks ago. And then I didn't hear anything for a long time. And then I had the hassle of, I had to use this car meanwhile. When I was on a vacation with wifey and doggy, and we were in Bremen on our way to Spain, then I finally got a phone call from Tesla. They said that your car is ready. Optimus Prime is ready for pickup. I'm like, ooh, I'm fine. Okay, by the way, for you guys who don't know what Optimus Prime is, for you guys who are new here, Optimus Prime is my Tesla Model X. And I was like, oh shit, what do I do? I want to use Optimus Prime. I want to use my own car, on my Spain trip. So I was thinking about going from Bremen and back again, or maybe get someone to pick it up halfway or whatever. But it just didn't work out. Unfortunately, it was a good call, because then I got another message from Tesla saying that, oh, you know what, the car is not ready after all. We are still waiting for some parts. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Let's just continue with the Spain trip. And that's pretty much it. The car has been, and that was like, almost 3 weeks ago. And I still haven't heard anything from Tesla. It's still, well, actually, no, I forgot one detail. There's so many details here, sorry. And then, okay. And then, previous Monday, they updated me. And they said, okay, they called me again, and they said, okay, Optimus Prime, or your car, your Model X, is still at the service center, and still waiting for parts. And that was in the mid of April, right? About the 15th of April. And they said, we don't know yet when the parts will arrive. Next update from us will be in the beginning of May, so which is in about almost 2 weeks from now. So they still don't know what's going on. I mean, when they will get the parts. They have no estimate of when stuff will happen. So yeah. So I don't know. For now, I have this Tesla Model S 75 loaner. It's an awesome car. It has autopilot. It has the old panorama roof. I mean, actually, not the old one. It has the panorama roof, at least. Lots of nice goodies in here, like bioweapon defense mode. It has this, yeah, lots of stuff. I'll probably make a review of this car. I've already used it quite a while, so yeah. So I mean, in a way, yes, I'm. Should I complain? I have this car I can use hopefully for free for now. I'm still waiting for Optimus Prime, but of course I want to get Optimus Prime back again so I can start, I don't know, driving around and maybe with the trailer. But now I try to use the trailer less and less now. There's actually something wrong. Let me show you, by the way. Oh, man, there's a trailer. Okay, I put it there because we had to clean the streets, but I don't know what the heck happened, but we have a flat tire on one side. It's weird because the trailer has been sitting there for the longest time, like over a month or so, and why the heck would it and then I had to move it. It was really bad situation because it was like at night, right the night before they were going to clean the streets here. You see the streets are fairly clean now, and then I saw it had a flat tire. I'm like, oh shit, so I had to pull it with my own hands. It was so heavy. I don't know if maybe the locks have been the brakes have been locking or something, but it was so heavy and I had to pull it while it was flat like that. So I probably ruined the tire now. I hope I didn't damage the rim. Yeah, so that will be in another episode. I will make a vlogging today about stuff I do, but hopefully, you know, if I get Optimus Prime back again soon, I can start doing my regular trips with the Model X, and maybe with the trailer. I'll try to use the trailer less. And then I had some other plans to make some video in Germany or whatever, but that, yeah, almost, I had to wait. It was too late because I was going to combine that with the Europe trip, or going to Spain, and then so now I had to take an extra run just to go there. But that's maybe better because I have so much stuff I wanted to test while I'm in Germany. Then, no, actually, yeah, Germany, yeah. So, I don't know, this video might cause some more discussion about, you know, Tesla. Yes, okay, you haters can come out and say, oh, 45 days, yeah. But you know what? It wasn't like this before, okay? Look, almost every time before when I had an issue with a car, they took it in, I got a nice loaner, and also many times before I got a Model X loaner, so I could still use my trailer. But now it's like they didn't even have loaner in the beginning, you know. And now I understand why, because there's probably so many cars waiting for parts or waiting for repairs at the service center. And the reason for that is that they have so many customers suddenly. There's been like an explosion in the number of customers in Norway, and they haven't kept up with expanding the service centers to match that. And of course, okay, Tesla has some issues. Like it's a high chance that when you get a new Tesla, there will be some kind of, I don't know, a production fault or whatever, and then you have to come back to adjust some panels to fix some issues or whatever. So yeah, I don't know, that could be a bad production line or stressed production line. I don't know. They probably have lots of customers based on what I've seen, you know, lots of demanding customers who want their car and they don't want delays. And of course Tesla, they just take, I guess, too many orders, right? And they have to deliver, and then they stress at the factory, and then shit happens, or, you know, defects starting to show. And it's in a way I kind of understand. I'm not going to defend them. I mean, it's whatever they do, whatever shit they are in, that's their call. But on the other hand, I understand them, because, you know, I do this from time to time. I do these Nimber tasks, right? Nimber is a transportation platform. It's almost like, you know, like eBay, but in eBay you sell things. On Nimber you ship items. Like so when I take those tasks from time to time, you know, I take some tasks, and then yes, in a way sometimes I get greedy and I fill up the car or the trailer, you know, with almost too many tasks. And also, especially if like some of these customers, they're my recurrent customers, they ask me, oh, can you bring this for me, Björn? I'm like, okay, yes, I want to take care of my customers. So I'm like, okay, yes, I think I have space. Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze it in. And then what happens? I take too many tasks, right? And then I run out of time. So when I have to pick up, like, I have to pick up items and deliver items, on the time I said I would do it, and people were expecting me to show up between this and this time, right? And then there could be delays. Who do we blame for the delays? For instance, very commonly error is that I got the wrong address. So I showed up on this address, almost rang the bell, and they'll be like, oh, I'm not that dude. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I had to find the right address. So I lose 10-15 minutes there, or maybe when I pick up an item, they haven't wrapped it. For instance, some people, they send a mirror unwrapped, right? I'm like, shit. And then I might run out of blankets to wrap it in. I have to find something. I have to improvise, to solve that problem. And then, one more delay, causing more delay. And then I have to stress, and then maybe I get some items, and for instance, some rims, and they are not protected. And then I get some other items that has some, let's say, some metal, maybe a chair with some metal. And then because I'm so stressed, I just I don't have time to secure that. Okay, I will try to secure them, strap them or something, but maybe I run out of blankets, or I don't have time for it to do it properly. So I miss one detail, right? And then maybe that metal on that chair is rubbing on the rim, and it's causing some damage on the rim, right? And then who is it to blame? Me? Yes, I have to usually take the blame. Nimber, they have an insurance, so that also works out. The sender or receiver, they can claim this insurance thing, but it's cumbersome for them. They have to send in a picture, all that stuff. Okay, I'm just talking too much now, but the point is that mistakes happen and delays happen for a reason. I don't know, and we can't always blame someone for this. And then when I get stressed, I start doing mistakes. So I learned in the past that what I have to do is take less tasks. Don't fill up the trailer to 100%. Fill it up to about 60-70%. That's better. And also don't take too many weird detours. I had to pick up a task. I have to take a half an hour, 45-minute detour, and then maybe it takes longer than expected. Because you want to have some slack in your schedule, and you don't want to take too many tasks. And also, once you take too many tasks and you fill up the trailer too much, then the possibility of an error or something getting damaged is higher. Yeah. So in later times, I take it easy. I spend enough time securing, wrapping everything, stuff that hasn't been wrapped. And okay, so back to Tesla. Maybe that's the problem with Tesla. They take too many tasks. They take too many orders, and they deliver cars without having the service center expanded to match that, because obviously they might have some issues with the cars. And then stuff starts happening. They are stressed. They do things too fast without checking for safety or whatever. So I don't know. I'm not going to think too much about it. The car Optimus Prime is at the service center after 45 days. We don't know when it will be back. Yeah. So I think that's it. Very long video. I'll try to explain what's going on, but. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go do my thing today. I'm running out of time also, so yeah, talk to you guys later.